Empty set definition. So when a set of resonances alphas and epsilon is defined, its criteria are defined based on the set of only alphas. When the first set returns epsilon, and the output returns alpha, returns epsilon prime, that implies that epsilon prime is an element of alpha, or an element of alphas. It was resonant over here in the reference set, so we make it resonant over here by returning alpha when this returns epsilon, when this inputs epsilon. So here I'm assuming that epsilon are objects and they can appear in only one place at a time, and over here the reference set is returning an alpha, a value of type resonance, back over. It keeps its copy and it says epsilon prime must be an element of alpha. Epsilon prime is an element of alphas, and here these arrows are just passing objects back and forth. But if objects really are distinct, then we need a discard box. So in the end, it looks like the two systems are resonant, and the components that were not part of the criteria are dumped off into another set. That set is considered discordic within the system at this point, as it has been determined to not be one of the components that's part of the resonance between these two different sets. This happens because as epsilon are passed into the set A splits between a set of A's and a set of discords. Actually, it looks like it points into the set to A's. Those A's go from a set of A's to a set of discords, and then it jumps out of the set again and goes to the given set that is supposed to match the criteria defined by this set of resonances alphas. So what I think is most important is this shows a decontainment. The loop points to some aspect within a set, and then from within there constraints are removed, so to speak, and the object is passed back after those constraints, this condition over here where it goes in one of two directions, are determined. So we got into a set used as a constraint for the other set, wholly determining its criteria, and we waited for that result to happen. That whole process is in a container, it's in a set, and then the set simply passes back an element. So I think this is the future here of me using sets. I jump into the container, and then I just pull an element out of the container, simply move an element of the set over. Put another way, first E prime happens. E prime happens, it goes to some set. That set says, is it alpha or is it delta? So E prime was done first, and this set acted first and second. Newton might help me some other time, but that's enough exploration for me now.